like a Hellcat.
Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung ating lesson 9 para sa ating abstract algebra. So gaya nga nasabi ko sa inyo, every week na ako mag-upload ng video kasama ng mga problem set. So in this week, ang pag-uusapan natin is finite group and subgroup. Pero in this video, pag-uusapan natin yung finite groups. Okay, so this is just a review or parang para lang siyang aalalahanin lang natin kung ano yung pag-aaral natin dun sa previous video. So actually nagdagdag lang ako dito ng mga content, and may introduce ako sa inyo na bagong group. Okay, so now let's move on. So recall lang to. So definition, let G be a group. So the number of distinct elements in G is called the order of G, and it's denoted by that symbol or that symbol that is the parang absolute of G, or simply that is the order of G. If the order of G is finite, we say that G is in finite order, is finite group, sorry. If on the other hand, if the cardinality of G or the order of G is equal to infinity, so then G is called an infinite group or a group of infinite order. So sir, kailan ba malalaman na infinite order siya ang isang group? So ito, check na lang natin kung paano. Okay, so now example, determine whether G is finite or infinite group, then determine its order. So sabi nga, whether G is finite or infinite group, determine its order. So whether kung infinite or finite siya, lalagay natin kung ano yung order. Okay, now we start with number 1. Okay, so number 1, we have G is the group. So let G be the group ng C sub 6 comma plus. So C sub 6, so ito tandaan nyo, no? So from previous lesson o yung mga nabanggit ko, we have this group, yung C sub n, comma, addition modulo n. So ganyan ko siya nino-notion or parang yung symbol ko o notation. Pero in some books, given na siya or understood na siya na parang, for example, nakita mo C sub n, so this is just parang equal na lang. So iset mo sa mindset na yung pag nakita mo C sub n, comma, plus, automatic siya ay addition modulo n. Okay, so again, nasabi ko lang last time na siya ay C sub n, comma, addition modulo n, kasi nga gusto ko maintindihan nyo na ang gagawin natin dito is yung operation niya o yung binary operation niya is addition modulo n. So with respect sa n niya, so yung remainder addition, then yung remainder niya yun yung kinukuha natin. Okay, so again, similar lang yan. Similar din dun sa u sub n. So although di natin nilalagay yung u sub n something o yung multiplication sub n, di naman natin nilalagay last time. Okay, so now let's proceed. So ito yung una yung gagawin. Siyempre, para malaman natin kung finite or infinite ang isang group, ang gawin mo lang is siyempre i-enumerate mo lang yung element. So again, enumerate mo lang yung element ng set. Okay, ito ay group. Tandaan mo ang group ay set together with its operation. So yun ay, ang group ay isang, kumbaga ang group natin ay parang cross product ng set. Okay, so parang ibig sabihin nito, siya na C sub 6 cross C sub 6, tapos nag-i-imply na merong element something. Okay, so para siyang cross product, yun ibig sabihin talaga totally ng binary operation dito. So kaya nga sabi na siya isang parang relation din, something na ganun. So ngayon, itong gagawin natin, ang gawin mo lang, enumerate mo. Kung kaya mo enumerate mo. So since alam natin C sub 6 can be enumerated as this, okay, so we all know that C sub 6, the set C sub 6 is the set containing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then pasensya na kung may background song tayo dyan. Marami talagang nagpibideo ako minsan, so hindi ko na may iwasan yan. So hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin yung ibang tao na tumigil sila. So again, pasensya na kung may mga background, so may panggulo, so minsan talaga may mga kakaiba kayong tugtog na maririnig. So ayun, sana mag-focus pa rin kayo sa lesson. Okay, so ayan na, ulit balik tayo. So C sub 6 is the set containing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So alam natin na ang order ng C sub n, so sinabi ko naman sa inyo last time na ang order ng C sub n natin or yung order ng G natin, so lagay ko lang, no? So ang order ng C sub 6 is 6. So ibig sabihin ang order of G natin, so since G yung tinatanong, ang order of G natin is 6. Okay, so based kasi sa definition, order of G yung kinukuha, hindi yung order ng set. Ito kasi order ng set lang o yung cardinality ng set natin. Okay, again, cardinality lang to ng set. So, ano natin is order ng G. So, G represent yung mismong to. Okay, so again, pag ito kinuha mo, order lang siya ng set. So, pag kinuha mo yung order ng group, yung G mismo yung ilagay mo kung ano yung notation niya. Eh, sir, paano sir kung walang ganyan? Walang nilagay na ganyan. Pwede naman ganito or ganito. Set nyo lang as ganito, no? Parang order ng C sub 6, comma plus. So, I guess pwede naman to. So, this is 6. So, para maintindihan ko na group. So, again, ang ibig sabihin na ng order of G is itong sense na to. Okay, iba kasi yung sense na to. Ito ay yung order lang nung set na C sub 6. Okay, yung set na C sub 6 o yung cardinality niya is 6 yung elements niya. So, I think parang nasabi ko siya last time na ganito dapat yung ilalagay, pero sorry about doon. Ito yung totoo niya. Now, ang sagot dito, G is in finite order. So, bakit siya finite? Siyempre, alam mo, nabibilang mo yung 6 eh. Okay, so now number 6 punta tayo. Ay, number 2, sorry. So, number 6 naisip ko na. So, number 2, let G be the set containing 1, negative 1, I, and negative I under multiplication or usual multiplication lang. So, we all know na ito ay group. Okay, under multiplication. So, napansin nyo, nagawa natin siya ng group table. So, now, obviously, since alam ko na kung ano yung laman ng G natin. Okay, so, note that the order of G is just equal sa 4. Okay, so no need na. So G is in finite order. O G is a group finite order. Yung ganun lang siya. Pero okay na yan. G is equal to 4. Pwede na yan. Nabilang naman na natin. So tinatanong lang naman kung ano yung order eh. Okay, next letter G. Number 3. Well, nalilito ako sa nakaka-distract talaga yung sounds minsan. Lalo pag trip mo. Pero hindi ko sinasabing trip ko yung tugtog ah. Pero ayun, may mga sasabay ka na lang eh. Lalo yung mga tugtugang rock and roll, natutuwa ka na lang na ewan. So again, basta tayo nun. So let G be the set containing 2 raised to K such that K is an element of Z under multiplication. So again, enumerate ko lang yung group na to ha. Yung G na to, yung group na to, i-rewrite ko lang. I mean, this is the set containing 2 raised to K such that K is an element of integers. So ito yung mga set niya. Yung kanyang multiplication is ordinary multiplication or under multiplication. So ngayon, ang tanong, ano yung elements o yung element ng G natin? Ano yung mga elements ng G natin? Ano yung itsura ng elements of G natin? Kung papansin mo, ang elements ng G natin is 2 raised to K. So lahat ng 2 raised to K na naisip mo whenever K is an integer. So give me an example nito. Example, 2 raised to 2. That is an element of G. Okay, next is 2 raised to 0. Sir, 2 raised to 0, that is 1. 2 raised to 0 is still element of G. Why, sir? Kasi 2 raised to 0, K is an integer. So, 0 is an integer rather. Okay, so element pa rin yan. Next is 2 raised to negative 2 is also an element of G. So, again, yan yung tatlong denomination niya. Yung mga 2 raised to positive integers, kasama yung 1 dyan. So, including si 1 dyan ha. So, again, include nyo rin si 2 element of G kasi may 2 raised to 1 yan. Okay, so yan lahat ng element of G natin. So, ngayon, ito yung tanong. Finite ba siya or infinite? Doon lang sa set. So, for example, doon sa set lang mismo, siya, yung cardinality niya ba is finite or infinite? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, basically, siguro iba naisip, sir, finite? No, it is not finite. Why? Kasi pwede ako magbigay ng 2 raised to 1 million. Pwede ako magbigay ng 2 raised to negative 2 million. At, yung classmate mo, pwede niya akong alokin na, sir, meron kang 2 raised to 3 million. At pwede kang mag-alok na, sir, meron akong 2 raised to 7 million. At meron pa isa, mag-alok, sir, meron akong 2 raised to negative 15 billion na nawawala. Charot. Yung ganun. So, ayun. Ibig sabihin, this group is in infinite order. So, meaning, what is the order of G? Therefore, the order of G is in infinite order or positive infinity. So, hindi ko na pala suot yung positive infinity na yun. Pero, positive infinity para maging ano tayo. Next, number 4. Let Q be, so let G be the group of rational number or positive rational number under multiplication. Ngayon, ito yung tanong. Sir, group po ba yan? So, sir, ano bang group yan? Ito yung group na kung saan siya yung Q positive, then under multiplication. Ang mga element na ito is fraction, tsaka whole number na positive. Walang zero dyan. Again, ang mga elements na ito, si 1/2, basta mga decimal na kaya mong gawing fraction, andyan din yung mga whole number na 2 kasi pwedeng gawing 2/1, so rational pa rin siya. Okay, so aware kayo doon from set theory. So tanong, siya ba ay group? Yes. Pag nag-multiply ka ng dalawang fraction, ang sagot is fraction. Okay, even though dalawang whole number. 2 times 1 half, ang sagot doon is 2 times 1 half is 1. So pasok pa rin sa positive rational number 'yon. So element pa rin siya. So close siya or define yung binary operation niya. So again, una is close siya. So check lang natin kung group siya. Kung ba ito ay parang natin. Check. So next is under multiplication, since real number is associative, yung real number under multiplication is associative. Or sorry, hindi ko yata ma-consider na group yung real number. So sorry, hindi pala group yung real number under multiplication. So again, ang multiplication is associative. Aware tayo dyan. Okay, so as long as nag-multiply ka ng dalawang real number, associative yan. So tatlo, kunyari 1/2 times 1 times 1/3 times 3/4. So kahit ano regroup mo doon, equal pa rin yung mga yun eh. Okay, so in this case, aso siya or associative. Okay, next is identity. Ano yung identity element nito? Ano yung element yung pag minultiply mo sa kada element, ang sagot is yung mismong element? Sure ko ang E dito is 1. So may 1 ba dyan? Yes sir, may 1 po dyan. So E is 1. So again, kunyari 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. 1/4 times 1 is 1/4. 2 over 7 million times 1 is 2 over 7 million. Tama? So, okay, E is just 1. Okay, pagdating naman sa ating inverse, so ito ay monoid, no? So, lastly, inverse. So, may inverse siya. Lastly, may inverse siya. Why? Ang inverse niya is in the form nito. Since multiplication siya, ang inverse niya is in the form A inverse is just equal sa 1 over A. For example, 1/2. Ang inverse ng 1/2 is 2 kasi 1/2 times 2 is 1. Ang inverse ng 2 over 5 is 5 over 2. Okay, kasi 2 over 5 times 5 over 2 is 1. Okay, so kaya yun yung inverse. So dapat medyo gamay mo na siya kung paano i-check. So usually hindi mo na kailangan i-prove na siya ay group o i-check na siya ay group. Minsan talaga by inspection alam mo na siya group. So yun yung highlight talaga ng ibang topics natin hanggang sa property. Dapat unang tingin mo pa lang may imagine mo na siya ay close. Pangalawa, aso. Pangalawa, alam mo, kaya mong kunin kung ano yung identity element. Lastly, kaya mong kunin yung inverse o yung recursive formula para sa inverse. So, ayun yung highlight talaga ng ibang lesson natin last time. Na dapat maintindihan mo by inspection ba na ito ay group or hindi. Okay. So, ayan. So, may tanong talaga dyan, no? Sir, ang tanong po dyan, is this in finite or infinite? So actually, since siya ay set of rational number and we all know from set theory that the set of rational number is infinite, kahit sabihin mo sir, yung rational number is marami, may negative, 0, tapos yung positive rational number. Okay sir, so ibig sabihin sir, kung positive rational number, sir baka po finite na, hindi pa rin, napakarami pa rin nun. Okay, so na-explain ko na yan dati sa set theory na napakarami pa rin yan. So meaning, the order of G is positive infinity. Okay, so since the cardinality of Q plus is infinite. Okay, so para magkaintindihan tayo. Okay, so now medyo matagal na yung ating discussion. Medyo mahaba pa tong video na to. So now proceed na tayo. So yun nga, ang goal talaga ng topic na to is ma-introduce sa inyo si bagong group. Ito ay si Quaternion group. So let G be this group. So this is the Quaternion group. Again, this is the Quaternion group. So maintindihan mo si Quaternion once nag-aral ka pa ng higher math, so somewhat to sa doctoral, I think. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na kung sa complex number yung A plus BI, meron pa sunod doon. Okay, so I don't know kung anong tawag doon, pero I think yun yata yung Quaternion group. So hindi ko sure yung A plus BI plus CJ plus DK, something na ganun. Okay, so A plus BI plus CJ plus DK, something na gano'n. Basta 4 yung kanyang extension. Okay, so may mga gano'n kasing group talaga actually. Okay, so now dito tayo mag-proceed. So this is the Quaternion group. So note that the Quaternion group, andyan na, highlight ko na dyan, no? So andyan na yung element niya, andyan na yung group table niya. So since group table siya, sir, malalaman ba namin na siya group? Paano malalaman na group? Una, check mo. Each column, walang naulit dyan. So we all know that the element of Q, the element na itong group na to is, yung elements niya is E, A squared, A cubed, B, BA squared, BA cubed. Okay, so nung face to face, be honest lang, pinamemorize ko to sa mga estudyante ko. So hindi ako gumawa, hindi ko siya nilalagay sa quiz. So dapat memorize nila yan. Okay, tapos pag na-multiply, dapat alam nila lahat. So sa atin yung ngayon na online, so I guess makukuha mo yung tama. I guess may madadalian ka dito. Okay, now is, syempre, obviously naman, no, sinabi ko naman, no, column or rows, in either column, rows, wala siyang naulit, tapos lahat ng element is nakuha, lahat na yun nakuha. Okay, then obviously naman E yung identity, kasi from E itself, so E multiply, every element multiply by E or asterisk by E is just the element itself. Similar pag row, every element multiply by E or asterisk sa E, same as the element yung answer niya. Okay, so now let us use this group table. Gusto natin malaman yung mga inverses, or I think kuha muna tayo na isa. So what if sir nag-asterisk po tayo ng dalawa? So for example, nag-asterisk ka ng a squared asterisk. So dito kailangan mo talaga maglagay ng asterisk. Asterisk BA. Okay, so paano yun? Tama yung a squared. Okay, so kuha ko ballpen I think. So ayun yung a squared, no? Hanapin mo yung BA. Okay, kasi BA. So imit mo sila. Ano yung sagot? That is BA cube. Again ha, a squared tas BA. Basta mag-meet sila. So diretsuhin mo lang yon, horizontal then vertically, pag ganun, na-meet sila sa BA cube. So meaning ang sagot is BA cube. So aware naman na kayo kung paano gamitin to. So this is BA cube. Okay, next kuha pa tayo. What if, sabi ni sir is, meron tayong B asterisk BA squared tapos inverse. Okay, so ngayon sir, paano natin kukunin yung inverse ng BA squared? Note na ang BA squared ito. Okay, so sabi ko, para malaman mo ang inverse ng isang element, puntahan mo lang yung E. Yung opposite side nun, yun yung kanyang inverse. So pansinin nyo, we have BA squared, ito yung E, ang opposite niya is B. So meaning ang inverse ng BA squared is B. So meaning magiging sagot dito is B asterisk B. Ngayon, hindi pa tayo tapos. We need to solve for B asterisk B. So B asterisk B is just A squared. So this is equal sa A squared. Okay, so box ko na lang. Medyo magulo tingnan pala ganyan. Okay, so ganun siya. Simple. So again, mamaya magsosolve pa tayo ng using yung part na yan. Okay, now is, siyempre kunin natin yung inverses niya. So yung mga inverse element. So ano yung inverse ni E? Obviously, nasabi ko na to, no? Ang inverse na identity element is just itself. Ang inverse ng A is si A cube. Ang inverse ng A squared is si A squared. Tama. Ang inverse ni A cube, syempre, ang inverse ni A cube, since inverse ni A is A cube, inverse na is A. Okay, next is ang inverse ni B. Ang inverse ni B ay si BA squared. Ang inverse ni BA, so ang inverse ni BA ay si BA cube. So lagay ko ito na inverse, sorry. So ito ay BA cube. So meaning ang inverse ng BA squared ay si B. So lagi ko nakakalimutan yung inverse. Ang inverse ng BA cube ay si BA. Okay, so nakompleto natin yung mga inverse nila. Okay, so that is the quaternion group. So napaka-special talaga niya. So now let's have this formal definition ng ating A raised to N. So nabanggit ko naman kung paano tayo mag-evaluate nito, no. So syempre, i-highlight natin kasama na yung negative. Okay? So definition, let G be a group and A element of G and N is an integer. Again, N is an integer. So yung pang-raise lang natin dito is dapat integer. Okay, so then A raised to N is equal to A times A asterisk, yung meaning niya na A asterisk, A asterisk, A asterisk, A asterisk, A, N copies. So kung ilan yung N, for example, that is 3. So that is A asterisk, A asterisk, A asterisk, A. So tatlong asterisk, so meaning tatlong element A asterisk mo sa isa't isa. Okay, so for N is greater than 0 pag positive. Ngayon, for N is equal to 0, meaning yung A raised to 0, that is always identity element. Tandaan, yung A raised to 0 is always identity element. Again, yung A is arbitrary. So, for example, dito, humugot ako dito. Kunyari, yung ginawa ko, we have BA squared asterisk B, tapos na-raise ko sa 0. Kahit anong gawin ko dyan, since 0 yung nangingibabaw na exponent, this is just E. Okay, kahit kunin mo yung BA squared times B, no? So, BA squared times B, BA squared times B is E raised to 0 is just E pa rin. So, yun yung goal ni A raised to N pag N is equal to 0. Okay, so next is, we have, kung meron kang, sa part na to, no? Isa pangatlo, if N is less than 0, so meaning we have A raised to negative N. Okay, ibig sabihin na A raised to negative N, that is simply, gagawin nyo ganito. Pa-factor out mo yung negative 1. So, i-highlight mo lagi na malabas mo yung negative 1. Then, ganyan. Okay, or, pwede mong gawin ganito. So, pwede rin ganito. This is A raised to N raised to negative 1. So, meaning, evaluate mo muna yung A raised to N. Saka, after mo ma-evaluate yung A raised to N, kung ilan man yun, kung mapusit ka dun, after nun, kunin mo yung inverse. Okay, so, yun yung mga gagawin dito. Okay, so, yan yung dalawang case na pwede mong gawin. Again, pwedeng inverse mo muna bago mo raise to N, or kunin mo muna yung raise to N bago mo yung inverse. Okay, dalawang klase yung pwede mong gawin pag N is less than 0. Now, let us proceed dun sa ating mga example para mabilis na matapos itong ating video na to. So, we have example letter A. So, di ko nalagay ng number example 1 kasi number na yung lalagay ko dito. So, ang gara naman. So, let G be equal to the group of C sub 5 comma plus or C sub 5 comma addition modulo N or addition modulo 5. Okay, so in base na ito, kung ano yung N dito, yun yung addition yung modulo natin. So, and let A be equal to 2. So, pumili siya ng specific element niya. So, tanong element ba ni C sub 5 C2? Yes, element niyan o element ng group natin yan. So, kasi ang element ng C sub 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, pasok dyan si 2. Then, evaluate the following. So, number 1, so let us evaluate the following. So, using yung ating kanina. So, 2 raised to 0 automatic. So, tanong, ano identity element ng C sub 5 o ng C sub N? Sabi ko, sir, ang identity element ng C sub N natin is always 0. Okay, so C sub N, integers. So, yung NZ natin. So, yung mga group na ganito ha. So, lagi nyo tandaan na identity element ng integers, comma plus. Ang identity element ng ineto ay 0. Ang C sub N natin, kahit ano pa yan, that is always 0. Yung mga NZ, comma plus, that is also 0. Ano yung NZ? Kunyari 2Z, set of even integer, set of 3, yung ano, multiple of 3, kunyari 0, 3, 6, 9, negative 3, negative 6, negative 12. So, yun yung mga identity element nila. So, as long as positive, as long as plus tapos integer. Okay, so dito, since 2 raised to 0, automatic ang sagot dito is just, so this is just 2 raised to 0 is just E, which is 0. Okay, next is 2 raised to 3. So we all know that 2 raised to 3 is 2 asterisk 3, 2 asterisk 2, asterisk 2, or simply, this is 2 plus 2 plus 2 modulo 5. So this is just equals to 6 mod 5, or simply this is 1. Okay, so ganun siya simple. Next, ito na yung sinabi ni Sir kanina. If you have 2 raised to negative 3, so pwede mong gawin ganito. We have 2 raised to negative 1 raised to 3. So now, hanapin natin yung inverse nya. So ano ba inverse sa C sub N? Note, ang inverse sa C sub N is N minus A. Okay, so again, ang inverse sa C sub N, ang inverse sa integers, ang inverse is negative A. Okay, ang inverse naman dito is N minus A. Okay, so dito kayo na mag-discover. So dito I think negative 2N. Negative NA, I guess. So this is negative NA. So depende kasi sa NA. Okay, so yun. So dito ang inverse sa C sub N comma plus, ang inverse is N minus A. So meaning ang inverse ng 2, so that is 5 minus 2, that is 3. So tama ba? 2 plus 3 modulo N modulo 5 is 0. Okay, so meaning ang inverse ng 2 natin is 3. So this is just 3 raised to 3. So this is just equals to 3 plus 3 plus 3 modulo 5, which is equal sa, that is 9 mod 5, and 9 mod 5 is equal to 4, which is pasok sa element, this is 4. Okay, so ganun mo siya dapat sasagutan. Next is itong part na to. So we have 2 raised to negative 2 raised to 3 asterisk 2 raised to negative 5. So medyo mahaba, no? So sir, paano sasagutan yan? So simple lang, alam niyo naman gagawin, no? So ang gawin mo sa una, syempre pinakauna we have 2 inverse raised sa 2 tapos raised sa 3. Then asterisk, lagay ko na yung 2 inverse raised sa 5. Okay, knowing the fact na yung 2 inverse is equal to 3, so this is just equal sa 3 squared raised sa 3 asterisk 3 raised sa 5. Okay, next is 3 squared. So we all know that 3 asterisk 3 yan. So that is, so sir, pwede bang gawin erase doon? So I guess pwede naman siya, pero gawin na lang natin yung usual, no? So that is 3 squared. So yung 3 squared lagay ko lang dito, no? So parang extra solution natin. So we all know that 3 squared is simply, that is 6 mod 5. Kasi 3 plus 3, which is 1. Okay, so meaning this is just 1. So this is just 1 raised to 3 asterisk. We have 3 raised to 5. So 3 raised to 5 is simply 15 mod 5. Okay, which is equal sa 0. Okay, so this is meaning 0 raised to 5. 0 na lang, sorry. So this is just 0 kasi tinapos ko na siya. Next is 1 raised to 3. So that is 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. 3 mod 5 is 3. So meaning this is equal sa 3 asterisk 0, which is equal sa 3 plus 0 mod 5, which is equal sa 3. Okay, so therefore yan yung sagot. Okay, so again, huwag ka matakot maglagay ng mga scratch mo. So ang gara naman kasi kung dito mo palalagay, no, 3 squared, lagay mo 6 mod 5. So lagay ka na ng scratch as parang convenient na lang. Or kung kaya mo talaga manu-manuhin, okay lang din naman sa akin. Wala namang problema dun. Okay, now let's have letter B. Okay, so let G be the group of quaternions. Identify the following elements of G. So ito, gagamitin natin yung ating property using yung ating quaternion group. So balikan natin si quaternion group. So ayan si quaternion group. Try ko lang to, no. So tupi ko na lang, I guess. Wait lang. Isin ko lang pagkakatupi para hindi masyadong tayo malito. Okay, so ayan, ang sabi niya, no, we have BA squared raised sa 3. Okay, so that's BA squared raised sa 3. So check natin ano ba yung BA squared raised sa 3. So this is just equal sa, pwede ko gawin, this is BA squared asterisk BA squared asterisk BA squared. So meaning tatlo yan, ginroup ko yung dalawa. Okay, so tatlo. So ngayon, check natin what is BA squared times BA squared. BA squared times BA squared, that is A squared. So tama naman ako ng pagkakano, no? BA squared times BA squared is A squared. So meaning this is A squared. So this is A squared asterisk BA squared. So next is A squared times BA squared. So again, A squared times BA squared. So yun yun, no? So A squared times BA squared, nag-meet sila sa B. So meaning ang sagot dito is just B. Okay, so ganun siya, simple. So ang basic. So napapakamot yung uri ba, no? So dali ba yan? So sana all dadali yan, di ba? Okay, so next is we have a raised to negative 2 AB squared, then B inverse A raised to 4. So medyo kakaiba, no? Medyo mahaba. So I guess pinakamaganda gawin dito is mag-umpisa tayo dito, or pwede ka na mag-umpisa side by side dyan, actually. So sa kada part pwede ka naman talaga actually mag-umpisa dyan. Okay, so arrange ko lang muna, or ready ko muna, no? So this is just equal sa, itong part na to is just, or something na ganito mangyari, sorry, this is equal sa A squared inverse. Okay, so sir, ba't ginawa mo A squared inverse? Kasi mayroon tayo element na A squared. So kung gagawin mo A inverse square, so ang gagawin mo, hanapin mo yung inverse ng A tapos i-square mo. Medyo parang mas mahirap. Kung baga mangyayari, hanapin mo yung inverse ng A, that is A cube, is inverse mo, so A cube times A cube, lalabas A squared. So mas madali na lang to. Okay, kung baga A squared raised to negative 1, so alam ko naman nandun yung element na yan. Next is AB. Wala tayong element na AB dito. So we have only BA. Tandaan, si AB is different from BA. So meaning, ibig sabihin ng AB na yan, asterisk mo yung A times B. Okay? So meaning, AB is equal sa A asterisk B is simply BA cube. Okay? So that is A times asterisk B is BA cube. Okay, so this is simply, like nandito, no? A asterisk B is BA cube. So this is BA cube square. Next is B inverse. So ito medyo problemado tayo. Wala tayong element na B inverse A. So B inverse, note na, B inverse is simply, B inverse is BA squared. Okay, so based sa ating, ano yung A, opposite niya is BA squared. So meaning ang B inverse is BA squared. So this is BA squared. Okay, then times A, then raised sa 4. Tama? Tama ba? B inverse ng B is B squared. Okay, so tama tayo dyan. Next is A squared inverse. Obviously, A squared inverse is just A squared. And A squared inverse is just A squared. Okay, so meaning sa element na to, this is just A squared. Next, BA cube raised sa 2. So dalawang beses ko siya i-multiply. Ibig sabihin ng BA cube raised sa 3, that is BA cube times BA cube. Okay, BA cube times BA cube, that is A squared. Okay, so meaning this is A squared. So asterisk A squared. Okay, next is itong part na to. We have, so lagyan ko ng asterisk dito para di nakakalito. We have BA squared times A. So BA squared times A, so punta mo yung A, no? A, no? BA squared times A is BA cube. So this is BA cube raised sa 4. Okay, next is pwede ko nang i-solve to A squared times A squared. Note that A squared asterisk A squared is E. So in this case, we have E asterisk. Ang sagot sa BA cube, so gawin ko na lang BA squared, BA cube square asterisk. So pagdadalawin ko, I mean, so this is BA cube square. So parang dalawa para mas padali. So we have BA cube times BA cube. So BA cube times BA cube, that is A squared. So meaning dalawang A squared yan. So this is just equal sa E asterisk A squared to, tapos naka-raise pa rin sa 2 asterisk A squared to, naka-raise pa rin sa 2. Okay, note that A squared times A squared, so A squared asterisk A squared is E. So meaning dalawang E ulit yan. So meaning this is just E asterisk E asterisk E, in which this is also, this is just E. Kasi identity element asterisk identity element asterisk identity element is just E. So therefore the answer is E. So yung sagot sa element na yan is just E. Okay, and lastly, we have A squared B negative 3. So meaning, unahin natin to. So may element naman tayo na A squared. So meaning, ang goal na lang natin dito is multiply natin yung A squared sa B. So A squared times B is BA squared. Okay, so proceed dito, no? So A squared times B is BA. A squared times B is BA squared. So based on, so this is BA squared. BA squared raised sa negative 3. Next is, kunin na lang natin yung inverse ng BA squared. So, pwede natin gawin ganito. So, this is just BA squared raised sa negative 1 or inverse raised sa 3. So, ginroup ko. So, hanapin mo yung inverse ng BA squared. Inverse ng BA squared is E ay new E. Therefore, ang inverse niya is B. So, therefore, this is just B cube. So, now, pag-iwalay natin siya, this is B squared asterisk B. So, solve mo yung B squared. So, B squared is just B asterisk B. That is A squared. So, the B asterisk B is just B A squared. So, meaning this is just A squared asterisk B. Next is A squared asterisk B. A squared asterisk B is B A squared. Okay, so therefore, this is just B A squared. So, therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. Okay, so ganun gamitin si Quaternion group. So now, for example naman, apply lang natin yung pagkuha ng ng order ng element. So for example, sa Quaternion group, ang gusto ko lang kunin is yung order ng B. Okay, so what if kinuha ko yung order ng B? So order of B. So anong gagawin natin? Ang gagawin nyo, syempre una, B raised to 1, this is B. B raised to 2, so check mo yun, what is B raised to 2? So B raised to 2 is B asterisk B. B asterisk B is A squared. Okay, so this is just A squared. So pwedeng ganito yung maging solution mo. Next is B cube. B cube is just B squared asterisk B. So we all know that B squared is A squared. So this is A squared asterisk B. So this is just A squared asterisk B. A squared asterisk B, alam natin na siya ay B A squared. B squared. So next is B to the fourth. So B to the fourth is just B squared asterisk b squared, and we all know that b squared is a squared asterisk a squared, which is equal sa a squared asterisk a squared. A squared asterisk a squared is e. So meaning na target na natin yung e. So therefore, anong order ng b? This is 4. Okay, so ganito yung gusto kong solution na sana makita sa inyo actually. So that's all in this video. So again, this is just a recall or something refresher. Nag-introduce lang din ako ng bagong group. Tapos syempre, hoping na may makuha kang bagong idea. Usually, lalo to, itong definition na to, nung a raised to n natin. So again, hoping na natutunan mo paano mag-evaluate ng element of g, mag-raise sa n nya, whether it's 0, negative, or positive integer. Then, paano gamitin yung quaternion group natin. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Hoping na nag-enjoy ka.